Hi, 6th grade. This is Mrs. McKinney, your art teacher. And this year is going to be a little bit different. I will get to see you guys in person 2 days a week. And then you will have 3 days of virtual learning. And you have art for this rotation. So for the next 3 weeks, you will have art every day. When we're in class, we'll be working on projects there. And then when you're at home, you're gonna have separate projects. The projects that we create are not projects that you have to turn into me. They are projects that I'll need you to take a picture of and send to me though. It is more of a reinforcing, practicing the skills we're working on. I'm looking for effort and completion more so than beautiful, finished projects. This is more of a chance to practice some of the skills. So this first week, we are going to be working on a project in class that is using texture. So for our at-home projects, we're going to be using texture as well. So today, for your first day of your e-learning art class, I'm going to show you guys a few different ways to draw texture. Now, if you are a former Bridgeport student, you should be pretty familiar with texture because I love texture and we use it quite often. So let's just go over a couple different ways that you can draw texture. So you could draw bumpy texture by doing squiggly lines. You could be doing polka dots or circles, or you could do polka dots. Different types of doing it. Some of these words are maybe not real words, but they're Mrs. McKinney words, and I like them. So along with bumpy, I could also see something like this, which could also be curvy or loopy, and that all works also. Something like this. They all have the same idea that they have curves to them. So a different one would be sharp. And sharp is going to have angles. So whereas bumpy was more rounded, sharp is going to be more zigzags, maybe X's. We could have like lightning bolts. That makes me think of Harry Potter. Basically anything that is going to have angles or points. So this, triangles. Ooh, look, we could even add one upside down here. That's kind of fun. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. So bumpy's gonna have smooth, rounded edges. Sharp is going to have pointy, more angles. Let's see, we could have something that is kind of calm. This could be maybe smooth. We could have kind of just a straight line. That could be smooth. For rough, the opposite of smooth, we could have something like bricks to demonstrate that that would be kind of choppy-ish. You could have something where this makes me think of like a box fan or something that you would, like it has that grid. That could be kind of rough. Honestly, like concrete could be rough. So like the cement outside. And you could draw that by having, a whole bunch of dots. And then maybe, so again, you can kind of see that different textures could have different drawings could have different textures it represents. So these are a few ideas of some of the textures that you guys can use. So what I want you to do for today, I want you to create a chart of different textures that you can use. It doesn't have to be broken down into sections like mine where it's bumpy, sharp, smooth, rough. You could just create an entire paper that has different designs. So I'm gonna get a new one to show you guys. So maybe on this one, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna repeat some of the ones I had. So there's a texture. This was a texture. I had dots. I had loops. I had the spiralies. I had zigzags. I had X's. I had the lightning bolts. I had just like the points. I had the triangles. And then I had the upside down ones too. Let's see, I had just the simple lines. I had straight lines. I had the bricks. Let's see, I had that rough texture. That was a little bit of everything. I had the more like the rough dots, which is gonna be a little bit more, I guess, forceful. So that's kind of starting. So I have filled like a fourth-ish of my paper. I want the whole paper filled. So this is where you then get to come up with more. Now, you are, of course, welcome to use the ones that I've already created, but I'd like to see what else you can come up with. Texture is one of those things. It's like doodles. There are tons of correct ways to do it. As long as you can kind of justify that it's a texture, I want you to come up with it. So textures, again, are lines, drawings, doodles, and they represent the way something visually feels. So think bumpy, sharp, smooth, rough, that kind of stuff. So your assignment for your first virtual art class is to fill this paper with different texture designs. We will then use the textures that you come up with in what we do on day 2 for your at-home learning. All right? All right, guys, go ahead, get to work. This shouldn't take you too long. This shouldn't take you the whole 40 minutes. That's not the goal of the e-learning. The idea is that I will talk for maybe 5-10 minutes, more like 5, showing you guys what we're doing, and then your activity should take you maybe, like today, maybe 10 minutes. So today it will not take us the full time, but I do expect you guys to do this, and I will need to see picture proof of it at the end of this unit, okay? So we will have a texture unit, and you will send me a picture of this today, plus the project that we'll be doing and using this for. All right? If you have any questions, you guys can email me. Your parents can message me on Parent Square. But we're all going to figure this out together. You guys can do this. I don't care if you use pencil, crayon, marker, pen, whatever you want for this to do your, basically your idea sheet today. Whatever you want to use is fine. All right? Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. Bye.